Hey guys, so I'm back vlogging. Today I'm not in my room, as you can see. I'm not at home, and the reason is that I'm back traveling and I'm so excited. It's been 2 years since I last traveled, so yeah, I can't wait. Now I'm in Malta. We landed yesterday night and the flight was delayed, but other than that everything was fine. And today is the morning and I'm just getting ready. I'm about to start my makeup and choose a nice outfit. Yesterday we just went a little bit around the harbor and looked around a bit about our area, had a cheeky drink, and then we just went back to the hotel and slept because we want to start today with a lot of energy because we have a lot to do. But we are gonna have a beach day, I think, because we want to start slow and just see the sea again. I can't wait to be in the sea. It's just, yeah, just crazy and mind-blowing to be here again, like at the sea. So yeah, I'm gonna show you my outfit, which I'm gonna wear. I'm still debating what to wear today. And yeah, can't wait to take you around with me and show you what we're doing. So excited. Hey guys, so as you can see, I'm at the sea. It's so great. I'm so excited. Yesterday we went to St. Julian, which is a small town here in Malta. Like the nightlife and the bars are very famous there. So we just strolled around in the daytime a bit just to see the city. And after that we went to cliffs and a beach, or two beaches actually, which are there. The name is kind of difficult to spell, something with G. I will put it down on the screen so you know what I mean. It was so beautiful, but it's not easy to reach, so you have to go by bus for a lot of stations and then you have to walk for like 20 minutes or something. But we went like up the hill first and wanted to see the view, so that took some time, but it was so worth it because the view was amazing. And today we have like a city trip, so we came to Valletta, which is the main capital of Malta. And yeah, we just strolled around the city. We have eaten something. I'll put some clips so you can have a look and see what we did. It's so beautiful. I love Valletta so much. It's just gorgeous, and I love the buildings, the cream colored buildings. It just looks so amazing. And we also went shopping a bit, so I got this bracelet. It's so beautiful and gorgeous. It has like a pearly feel to it. And I also got these sandals. Let me show you guys. See, with a gold plate, and they're just brown. They're from a brand called Parfois, so it's a French brand, I think. And now we were just rolling around the city and we found this like small hidden beach, or not like beach, but place where you can go into the sea, and it's just amazing because you can cool down after walking. It's really hot here, and yeah, later on we'll just go around the city again and eat something, so just enjoying. Hi guys and girls, as you can see, I'm not in Malta anymore, and I wanted to hop in the vlog and kind of go through the rest of the week because I had no time to actually vlog there. I really tried, but I did so much Instagram and TikTok content over there that I had no extra spare time to vlog. And also it was a vacation, so I wanted to enjoy as well and not produce content 24/7. Even though I really enjoyed producing content over there, I also wanted to relax a bit after the last scene you saw me sitting at the beach. So I will put some clips and pictures I made there so you get a better view. I'm gonna give you some tips also where to go, where not to go, because there were quite a few things that is maybe good to know before you go to Malta. So yeah, just keep on watching if you're interested. So after I was relaxing at the beach, we went to a restaurant in Valletta, which was called Aki. It was like a Japanese restaurant, and it looked really high-end, and at first you feel like it's gonna be quite expensive. It wasn't that expensive, to be surprised. It was regular prices, but I have to say that if you go out in Valletta, if you go out in Malta generally speaking, I think the food is quite expensive. So restaurants the prices are really not that cheap. It ranges like from 15 to 20 euros for a meal. Maybe that's something to keep in mind if you go to Malta, just to know that if you go to a restaurant, it is a bit pricey, and it doesn't mean that it's good. So that's something I also have to throw in. Not everything was good where we went to. So the restaurant we went afterwards, the Aki, the Japanese restaurant, was quite good, I have to say. I think the dishes with fish obviously were even better because it's a Japanese restaurant and it's in Malta. So veggie meals are not very easy to find in Malta, but in that restaurant it was quite good. And they also had really good drinks, which is also really cool. We also made some sunset pictures before going to dinner while strolling around. So beautiful. They turned out so nicely because I was wearing an orange dress and it matched so nicely. I'm gonna put it in here so you can see. Follow me on Instagram if you are not already, because I have a lot of content, as I said. On the next day, we wanted to go to the Blue Lagoon, which is a very touristic. When you drive with the boat to the Blue Lagoon, you can already see so many boats and so many people. I was really shocked to see so many people just laying at that beach, because it's not really a beach, it's not like a sandy beach. There are like rocks and there's not much space to lay down, so people were really crowded there. So at first I was really turned off by it because I thought I want to enjoy my time there and just, but obviously it was full because it was so beautiful. The water honestly looks like you're in the Caribbean somewhere, because it's like turquoise and crystal clear. It's so beautiful, so I do recommend the place because you don't see that often. But you really have to be ready for the people there. Unfortunately, I didn't make a picture of how many people were there, but it was super crowded. But it was still worth it. I really enjoyed it because people who worked there, who organized you like a sunbed, were really friendly, and they tried to get you a good place, and it only cost 10 euros to get a sunbed there. And we could just leave our stuff with them and go to swim, and when there were sunbeds free, they would put our stuff there and we could come and find it later. So you didn't really need to like wait to get a sunbed. And we also were lucky enough to get a sunbed in the first row, so it was not like you were watching people. Just be ready for a lot of people to be there, that's honestly it. Otherwise, it's really beautiful. You can swim to the other side even, and go out there. The only thing is you have to take care a bit of jellyfishes. There are quite a bit of jellyfish, not a whole lot, but there are some, and they're not huge, but you have to have a look out. After that, we were super hungry obviously, so we wanted to grab something to eat, and we went to Melilla. The restaurant was called 180, and it really had a beautiful view to the sea and also to the other side of the island, or there was like a church or something and you could see it from afar. It looked really cool. But I was very disappointed by the food because they had pretty good ratings on Google. It was just not good at all for the price. It was like, it gave the vibe like we're like a classy, expensive restaurant. Everyone working there was very nice, but they were very like, yeah, we're high end. And I expected way more from this because I chose a veggie risotto, and it was just with zucchini and risotto, but it wasn't a real risotto. It was pretty much just rice with zucchini, and it had no salt, no pepper, no cheese, no any type of flavor on it. I was shocked that that is what they served, honestly. And also the fish dish was not so good, I heard, so I don't recommend that restaurant at all. I mean, it does have a beautiful view, but the food was not it for the price and for what they were giving off. Afterwards, we just went back to the city we were staying at, that was Sliema. And we were just walking around at night time, strolling around, and I got some really nice pictures over there at nighttime with the whole view. It was really beautiful. And we also got some ice cream at Amorino, which is like a all-natural ice cream shop, and shape your eyes in a flower shape. And it looked so beautiful, and it was really good as well, so I really recommend that ice there. I think it's pretty famous over there. Anyways, I'm going to try and link all the outfits I wore down below. Also on my Instagram, if you go to my story highlight of Malta, you can see some of the outfits linked. That day I wore a really beautiful top from Edited, and a skirt from Telly Whale, and I really like that outfit because of the top is out of a linen material. It was really flowy. And yeah, most of the time I wore a bag I got from Humana, which is a Austrian and German thrift store. So I collaborated with them as well, and I got a really cool summer bag from them, which is perfect. Were perfect for all my outfits. So I really recommend you check it out. Sometimes they do have really cool thrift bags. So let me get on because I'm rambling so much. So the next day we started slow because we were quite tired, and we went to Eat Well, which is quite famous there. I've seen it's like everywhere, and it is like healthy fast food, I guess. And we had like quinoa dish and just with some cheese and lots of vegetables and salad. And we went to a cafe nearby which was called Carolina's Petite Cafe. And it was so good, honestly. The aesthetics of the cafe was so cute, and the cake was also really good. So I took the blueberry cake and it was super creamy and yummy. So I really recommend, if you are into cakes, to check it out. We went to Medina, which is the old town, the silent city they also call it, because there are like pretty much no cars there, just for the local residents. And it's such a cute city. It's so Instagrammable. It's unbelievable. Every spot looks so beautiful. So if you're a photographer or Instagrammer or whatever and you like to take pictures, that's such a good spot because every corner looks so perfect to take pictures in. So I had a lot of pictures there because it looks just stunning. We also stopped there for a bit at a small cafe. I don't remember the name of the cafe anymore, but they have tira, which is like a local sandwich, and that was quite good. So I really recommend you try it if you want to try something local. Unfortunately, they have a lot of meaty dishes, and I'm vegetarian, so I couldn't try that. Like a lot of rabbit I've seen and just meat. So if you're into meat, then it's the perfect place for you. But for me, I didn't have much variety when it came to traditional food. So I love trying traditional food when I'm in another country, but if it's made out of meat, obviously I'm not gonna eat it. So yeah, just as a disclaimer, if you're vegetarian, then it's quite difficult to find a veggie food. You can find a lot of pasta, pizza as well, so that's what I ate mostly, because you always have like a vegetarian version mostly. And then we went to the Golden Bay Beach, which is one of the most popular beaches there. Me personally, it was not my favorite because I felt like it was quite dirty. So I don't know if the tourists probably throw a lot of trash just on the sand, even though there are many places where you can throw your trash away, but I feel like they just throw a lot of plastic and so on onto the beach, and I think that's so disrespectful, and I just don't understand why people do it. I felt like it's not 100% like a clean beach, but it's very popular. It did have a really nice sunset, so I took also really nice pictures there, and I swam a lot. I was swimming all day long, like I was swimming every single day. It is a must for me to, if I go to a country with the sea, that I go to the sea at least once a day. And I just love to jump into the ocean, especially when there are waves. I'm kind of scared as well when there are a lot of waves, but I also really enjoy it. Then we just went to a beach restaurant, which was just there around the corner. It belonged to I think it was the Radisson Blu hotel. And I ate a pizza and it was quite good, so I do recommend it. It's also just around the corner, so it's very easy. The next day we went to Marsaxlokk. I hope I pronounced that right. And I really loved that day. It was one of my favorites. It was very chill and laid back, just a cool vibe. I love that it's a fishing village, and it's more local. You can buy a lot of like small souvenirs there as well. but it's more laid back. It's not super crowded like the like Valletta or other cities. What I really loved about it, you can make a boat tour from Log to St. Peter's Pool, and that is a very famous bay where you can swim, and it's really beautiful. We had a boat tour, and we were lucky enough that we were alone on the boat, so no other passengers, and that way I could take really cool pictures with the boat. I love the colors of the boat. It really matched also to my outfit. To get a small introduction to the village and about Malta generally, but also about the fishing village and the water, and that's also really interesting. So you get a small history lesson on the way, and it takes, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes or something like that to get to the St. Peter's Pool, and then you can get out and swim as much you like, and then you pick a time when you want them to pick you up again. You don't have that much time because I think the last boat goes around 6 or something like that. It was a lot of fun, and because I also liked the whole nature of it. It looked very different, and there were a lot of stones that looked really interesting. I don't know how it even had that shape, but it looked so out of this world, like you're on another planet. And I also took really cool pictures there because it looked very unique. And the bay is pretty large, so you can decide if you want to go to the bay, which is actually the St. Peter's Pool where a lot of people are, or a bit on the other side, which I was on, because that side is pretty much no one's there, and you can also go into the water, and it's the same kind of beautiful turquoise water, and there are less people, so depends on what you prefer. If you want to be right at the St. Peter's Pool or a bit on the other side where there are less people. After that, we went back to Valletta. I love that city so much, so we found a restaurant called The Roots, which had really good ratings, and we wanted to try out. And we were lucky enough to get a place without reservation, but I do recommend you get a reservation because it's not sure for you to get a table if you don't. And that was such a cool vibe. It just gave me like really holiday vibes that night because the lights were so beautiful. The restaurant is in like a small alley, and it goes up the stairs, and it looks so cool. It was also really good. We ate like a cheese platter, and they explained everything really nicely, which cheese you should eat with the honey and with the jam. And I also ate a really huge great salad, so yummy. The balsamic vinegar was also so intense and sweet, more sweet than sour, and I just love it. I love balsamic vinegar, and that was so my thing. So I really recommend the restaurant there, Roots it's called, and they also play live music. Unfortunately, I didn't get a clip because I was just so in the moment that I didn't film it, but they do play live music as well sometimes, so that's even a better feel, like a better holiday feel. So beautiful. And also, before I forget it, they had the best tiramisu I've eaten in a long time. It tasted so creamy and yummy. Best thing ever, honestly. I was so blown away. They also had really good Maltese red wine, so if you're into red wine or white wine, you will find something. Also, I loved the interior design of the restaurant. It really looked authentic. The dishes were like in a authentic Maltese design. I love that so much. And also the interior design, everything looked very authentic. It's more chill vibe, more like you can go there dressed up, but you can also go there pretty much laid back, just came from the beach. That I love that vibe, more like student kind of vibes, not like super high-end, but also not super high-end, but you can if you want, you know what I mean? So on to the next day, we had brunch at a Lebanese restaurant, or it's more like a takeaway place, which is super good though, and I loved it because I could find like veggie food without a struggle. and it was really good. Then we went to the Blue Grotto, which is another bay, and there we had a boat tour as well. It doesn't last that long. I think it's also maybe like 15 minutes max. But it's really cool because you go through the caves there and you can see really the water looks super beautiful. It's crazy, and also the caves look huge, and to be so close to like natural caves, you would never do that on a regular basis, so I always love to do stuff like that. I loved the boat tour in the last boat tour to St. Peter's Pool a bit more, but I think that was just personal preference. I think both boat tours were really cool, and you can also swim there. So where the boat tour starts at that bay or that place, you can swim as well, but I would not recommend, especially, I don't know if it's always like that, but when we went there, they were a lot of jellyfishes, and there were so many. I saw like maybe 10 and in 2 minutes, so it's really crazy. So you need to really take care if you go to swim there. Some people did, but most of them were sitting. You can go dive there, so if you want to dive, I think that's okay, but and it's really cool to dive, I think, there, but you really need to take care if you just want to swim there. I didn't go to swim there because I was just freaked out. Then we went to a restaurant called Pasta's, which is like a pasta restaurant. They make the pasta themselves, and it was quite good. We ate a bruschetta, and also you can choose the pasta you want. I mean the pasta itself, you can choose which shape you want. And then we also visited Kami Cocktail Bar. It is such a cool cocktail bar because they put like famous paintings on the cocktail, and it looks so cool and different. I've never seen that before, and it was also quite tasty, so it's not just like for an Instagram picture, but it also tastes really good. Now we're nearly at the end. We took a day and we went to Gozo, which is one of the islands of Malta. There are 3 islands: Malta and like the mainland, then Comino and Gozo, and we went to both, to all 3 of them. So Gozo, we took the ferry, and it took like 40 minutes, and it was a cool cruise there. And afterwards you get out, and there are like this hop on hop off buses, and we took it because we didn't really know how you can get around. You drive around with the bus, and at each stop you have 45 minutes to, you know, look around and then get on the bus again. And the thing I did not enjoy that much is that you don't have much time to actually hop off and hop on. So you have 45 minutes, that's pretty much nothing. So we chose like 2 stops, and we only had pretty much 1 real stop at a cool place where you could see the sea, and it was a really nice view. So we stayed there 45 minutes, and then we went on to the next stop, which you only have like 10 minutes, which is a really cool church. So we went a bit around the church to make pictures and to have a look inside. And then the last stop was Ramla Beach, which is a really cool beach. The sand is a bit like reddish, but we didn't have not time there. We had like maybe 20 minutes to be at the beach, so we had no time to get in the water actually. So we did not really want to get into the water because 20 minutes is like you have to go in and get out again. So I just took a couple of pictures there, and we had to run back because the problem is that the last ferry from Gozo back to Malta goes around 5 p.m. So you have no time to explore because the first ferry goes at 10 and we went around 10:30. So you have no time to really enjoy and look around and, you know, just enjoy the day, because you have to rush all the time to one stop to the next. And so I don't really like that experience, because it felt like you like tourists that have to go from one stop to the next and to the next just to see everything, but you don't even see everything. If you drive with the bus around, you can see most of it, but it's not an exploration feeling. If you just sit on the bus, it's super hot and you watch all the sights and you go back. So that was kind of disappointing. So I don't know which way is a better way to get around. Maybe you take the hop on hop off bus, but you just get out of one stop and stay, for example, at the beach or at one site and enjoy that site and then go back, because you would not, that would be the only way to enjoy it, I think. Or you take the regular bus, but I don't know how many times the bus comes, if it comes at the right time, but you can try that out. Maybe that's better than with the hop on hop off bus. I think it was cool in one way because I could see most of the sights, but it was also not so cool because we couldn't enjoy it rightly. So if you do that, just keep that in mind. So the next day was a pretty chill day. It was like more of a shopping and strolling around day, nothing special. We also were at the beach in Sliema. In the evening we went to a restaurant called Project 1914, which is a bit hidden. We didn't find it at first, but it was really good. It was a Korean fusion food. It was really good. Every dish had really intense flavor, and also the ramen soup was really good. So I do recommend that place if you're vegetarian especially and you want to have some really good flavor. We also had a day in the main capital again, and we just strolled around and had brunch at a brunch spot, a restaurant which was pretty famous for vegetarian food. I don't remember the name, but I will put it down here so you know. And it was so disappointing. Like, there were so many people, we even had to wait for a table, and I was excited to get some veggie food, and it was honestly super disappointing. I chose a veggie burger with a Beyond Meat patty, and the burger was pretty much just a patty, some salad, tomato, and no sauce at all. No ketchup, no mayo, no nothing. No, I thought they will make like a own self-made sauce, but there was nothing inside. It was pretty much dry. It was pretty much worse than the McDonald's or something. Honestly, I was very disappointed. The patty was good, but the rest of it was not a burger for me, and that was even worse. So I don't recommend the place, even though it looked super hyped. I don't know what people think, why they write good reviews on a restaurant like that. In Valletta there's also a flower garden, pretty much. It's called Upper Baraka Gardens, I think. That was quite beautiful. I also saw a couple that was just getting married or just got married and making pictures there. I think it's a favorite spot, and there are also many tourists. It's not very big, but I think it's quite cute and worth a visit. And also, while we were going shopping, I found the most gorgeous dress ever. It is from Island Paradise, and was like a small shop. The girl who was working there told me that there were Indonesian designs, and I got a really beautiful long dress which you can tie in different ways. Straps you can wrap around in the back, and you can tie the straps around, or you can wear it more closed up. Really cool. I'll make a Malta haul, and then I can show you the dress and the way you can style it. So I really love that dress. It seems like it's really very good quality, and it's such an elegant, effortless, I will wear this dress forever dress. So yeah, I do recommend that shop if you are in Valletta and you're searching for a really nice summer dress or trousers. They did also have some shirts, men's shirts, so everything is a lot of colors, much design, and really recommend that place. After that we also went back to Roots because it was the best place, and I was so disappointed of the brunch spot that I was so happy to go back to a restaurant where I know it's really good. Normally I love to try out different restaurants, but that was so good, so we had to go back. And the last day was pretty much a beach day. We were just relaxing at the beach. We just stayed in Sliema, and there are like the Roman baths in the sea, and that's so cool. I've never seen that before. So these Roman baths look like small whirlpools, and then you have the sea in front of you, and it's so cool because you can just sit down and relax. and enjoy the sea. Especially it's good, I think, for people who can't swim or who just want to relax and not go literally in the sea and swim. So you can just lay down and enjoy. Yeah, that was it. Then we went, then in the evening we had to go back to the airport and fly back. So but I wanted to give you some tips as well and just tell you my experience there. I really liked Malta. It's a very different vibe. I do think it's very touristic, so there are many tourists. There are also a lot of foreigners who live there, so not many people who live there are Maltese. I think you do feel it that there are a lot of foreigners, and it's a really cool place. I know that many people go there to party. I've seen a lot of young people there who went there to party. I don't know if it's really that cool. I didn't feel like it seemed very interesting. I do like to party as well, but there were not many like beach parties or something like that, which I thought I would see more. People are really friendly. Everyone can speak in English, so that won't be a problem. If you're vegetarian, that may be a small thing, but it also wasn't that bad because you do have other kitchens there as well. And the sea is gorgeous. There's so many different spots and different landscapes. I did like that a lot as well, and it was just so relaxing to be on vacation after 2 years. That was the first time I was on vacation again. I can't believe it. It was honestly so much needed. I was like on the urge to burning out already. I'm so happy that I had time to just relax, and I know how it is if you feel like stuck and you can't go anywhere and you don't know if you will ever have the chance again. So I do know how that is, and it was just so relaxing and a good feeling to know that it doesn't last forever. So if you're in a situation like that and you're like, I want to leave finally or have holidays or take a break, I know exactly how that is, exactly how it is. So just know that it won't last forever, and try not to be so hard on yourself. We'll see, next year everything could be completely different. Never forget that. I think that's something that I do forget a lot of times. Like, doesn't mean that this year is gonna be the same. So just make a mood board or write down where you want to go next, or you want to travel next. Traveling is giving, even if it's just for 2 days or something, it's so good to just be gone for a while and come back and have new energy. If you have the chance, obviously, and if not, then just know that the time will come as well. I also love that I got such a nice tan. So cool. I'm super dark right now. I love that. And I did get sunburn, I think, around here and my shoulders as well. So you do have to put sunscreen on. It's not that it's really hot there and you have to be careful. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below. Maybe you have other tips or which place you like the most, whatever you want to comment. Next video is going to be a Malta haul, so if you want to know what I shopped in Malta, just stay tuned. I will film that video. I got some cute bits and pieces, so I guess I will see you in my next video.